welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to take a look on list, filters, forms, records. Continuation of our series ServiceNow ITSM and development, where we are learning about ServiceNow from basics. So today we are going to take a look on list, filter activities and form. So let me open my notepad and show you what we are going to take a look on today. So firstly, we will understand about what is list, what is list view, and how to configure a list view. So we are going to understand about what is list. Secondly, what is list view, what is list view, and how to configure list view. So as part of the list and records, we are going to first take a look on what is list. So let's start. I will go back to my instance and click on all. So go to filter navigator. As most of us use incident table for any kind of experiment, so I will also go with incident table and I'll open it. So as a beginner, here are some several ways you can use to navigate on any table. Like, let me again go back to my notepad. So the first way, you can type table backend name dot list, or table backend name dot list in capital. So I'll show you how it works. Second method is you can simply type incidents in the filter navigator and you will see some modules to open the list of records. So I'll go back to my instance and click on all again, and now in the filter navigator I'll simply type incidents. Now the moment I type incident, you can see several modules like self-service. Under self-service we have incident, we have watch incident, and under the incident module we have some several chain modules like create incident map, administration, etc. So if I just remove one s from here, you can also see that incident module is there. So under this incident module we have several modules like create new, assign to me, open and assign, resolve all. So these modules have us different purposes, where I have already explained on the incident management video as part of the series. So you can watch that video. I will also provide that link in the description for incident management. So first you can type incident in the filter navigator and it will give you some options as you can see here, and that is also called a module in ServiceNow. Now if I click on all, so it will take you on another page where you can see several data entries or several record or multiple records are there, which is the incident record, and that is a list because bunch of records are coming on a page. And the same way you can now navigate with the help of table backend name, as I shown you, as I told you that table backend name dot list. So in case of incident, table backend name is incident. Incident is the backend name of the incident table, so don't confuse here. Dot, I'll type small in list. So list in small, incident dot list, and I'll hit enter. So the moment I type incident dot list in small and hit enter, it will open the all the incident records in a same page or in a same tab. So the same way, if I go back to all and type incident dot list in capitals and hit enter, now it will open the incident, it will open the records on a different tab or a different page. So that is how you can navigate to any table. So I'll go back to my instance again, click on all, and here you just need to provide any table backend name dot list in capital. So let's say uh, apart from an incident table, if you want to navigate to another table like problem, so I can simply type backend name of the problem table, which is problem in small dot and list. So don't confuse here, as this problem is the backend name of the problem table. So we will discuss more about more about the tables and how to design a table on another video. But here problem is the backend name of the table, and dot list in small. The moment I'll click enter, it will take me to the problem tab. It will take me to the problem records where you can see that problem record on a same tab. So that is how it works. But as of now, I'm showing a demo for the incident table. So I am simply typing incident dot either list in small or incident dot list in capitals. So again, let me type incident dot list in capital so that it would take me to the another tab, and for me it would be very easy to make you clear. Now we understood about how to navigate to any table or opening a list view. Now we'll understand what is list. So list is a bunch of records. List is not a single record. So if I open a list, you can see here in this page, here are multiple records. You can see here there is 87 records are showing. So if I open it, so that will take me to the another page, and that would open a form. So we will discuss later in this video, but let's understand first what is list view and how we can configure this list view. So list is, you can see here, it is an entry of multiple records in the table. So in ServiceNow, whenever we talk about any application, it is all based on table and its data. And the only way data is getting saved into ServiceNow via list view or in a list view or a form view. So list view is a bunch of records. So this multiple records is a list, which makes a list because list can have a multiple records. It can be one record, but in case there may be additional records, or what should I say, there may be multiple entries of record on that table. List can also show a single record, but if you're talking about list, so most importantly, the first thing comes up in our mind, it is a bunch of record or it is a bunch of entries. So that makes a list, because when we have anything like one or more than one, we can say it is a list in forms of table in ServiceNow. Now, what is list view? List view is something which you are seeing right now on my screen, where it is showing showing some of the fields like number, open, short description, caller, priority, state, category, assignment group, assigned to, updated, and updated by. So the way it is arranged, it is making a list view. So that is called a list view. So if I want to configure a list view, how can I configure it? So if you can see here a small setting icon, which we also say personalized list or personalized list column. So the moment I click on this personalized list, you could see personalized list column. So in the available section and in the selected section. So here are two different sections. One is available and one is selected section. In the selected section, whatever fields are there, it is showing as a list view. I can also modify that selected section. Let's say I want only number and short description in my case. So I'll just take every field and just move it out back to the available section with the help of this arrow. So I'll just click on OK. So the moment I click on OK, you can see a list view where it has only three fields: name, short description, and caller. Same way, if I want to reset it to default, so as I have changed this, so you can see here one UI action or one button is there, reset to column defaults. So if I click on reset to column default, it would reset it again as it was earlier. You can see that all fields are there in the list view. Now again, I'll just click on personalized one more time, and let's say I'll take everything. Let's say I just want number to show on my screen. I'll just move it out and click on OK. And in the selected section, you can only see that number field is selected. I'll again click on this personalized list and click on reset to column defaults. So it would again reset all the default setting for the list view. So this is what is list view. As of now, we talked about what is list, what is list view, and how we can configure it list view. So the configuring a list view is a very simple, like we have this personalized list column icon, or which we also say a gear icon. By clicking on that, we can easily set the fields whatever we want to be visible on a list view or not. So I'll just close it out and we will go back to the instance. Now we will understand about what is form or what is record. Now I'll go back to my notepad. As of now, we are done with these topics, like what is list view, how to configure list view, and how to navigate to any table. Now let's understand about what is form, what is forms, how and what is records, how we can configure a form layout. So this three things is very important when we are talking about list, filter, and forms. Okay, now before starting it to form, let's understand what record is. So in my list view or in my screen, you can see that here are multiple entries, like incident ending with 1044 and ending with 10042. So let me open it, any of the incident. So if I open it, it will take me to the another tab and it will open a different page. And in that different page, I can see fields, a layout, in a way where where it makes a form. So I can see multiple fields there on the form. So it is only showing a single record at a time. So that is what a record, or that is what we call a form view. So if you can see that form is something where we can have only single entry. So if I open this form, this is the entire form. You can see that there are fields like number, color, category, subcategory, but this is the single record, because form represents a single record, whereas list represents a multiple number of record. There might be a single record in a list view as well, but in list, but most of the times list contains multiple records. So if I go back to the um, if I go back to my home page on the instance, now I will tell you how you can navigate to the form view. So as I said, you have these two ways. You have these two ways to navigate to the any table or any list or any record. The same way, first thing, if I just type incidents in this filter section, and now if you can see under the all, if I click on all, so it will open a new tab where I can see list of records are there. Now list of records are there, like these are the records. Now if I open any of this record, this will open a form, because form represents a single record. And this is called a form view. Now if I go back to the instance, and now I need to directly navigate to the form view of any table. Form view of any table with the help of filter navigator. Without navigating anywhere, I can just simply type a single line, and we can easily navigate to the form view. So the way is, you need to type in backend table name, and in case of incident is the backend table name dot. I'll simply type form, and I'll just click on enter. You can see that this has opened a new form on incident table. So the same way, if I open incident dot do and click on enter, the same way it will take me to the another page with a new record, and that would open a form view. So this is a form view. Now when we are talking about records and form view, so let me clarify it again just to make it clear. List shows a bunch of records or multiple entries, whereas form only shows a single record, and record is data. Record is data. So data can be entry, right? Entry in the table, that becomes a record, and that is a data. So this is the form view. Now you can see that here are like fields, layout, number, and just below the number, just color is below the number, category, subcategory, service offering, channel, state on the right side, impact, urgency, etc. So that is how the form layout is set. So if we want to configure this form layout, we can simply just, so this is the header. If you see, this is the header, this is the header. And if I click on this hamburger icon and click on and just take my cursor to configure, you can see that here are some options like form builder, form design, form layout. So we have several different options like form builder, we have form designs, we have form layout. So these are different ways to configure a form or the layout of the form. So as of now, let's say I'll just click on form layout, and it will open up a new view. So you can see that the same way we had in our personalized list column from a list view, the same way it is showing here configuring an incident form. So you can see that as of now these fields are visible here in the form. So let's say I don't want service and service offering field on my incident form view. So I'll just select it and move back to the available section and just click on save. As of now you can see that view name is default view and the section is incident. So I'll just click on save. So I'll save it. The moment I save it, you can see that those two fields are disappeared from the form view, service offering and service. So that is how. So I'll just go to the configure form layout and I will bring those two fields onto my form. So let's say it was service and service offering. I'll take both two and I'll just move it above on the configuration item field. Okay, now if I'll just save it. Now you can see that the service and service offering field are again appearing on the incident form. So that is a form view. And if you see, here are several different sections. So notes, related record, and resolution information. So these are the related list under this incident form. So this has also configured. So how we can configure this related list as well, like you need to click on this hamburger icon, go to configure, and here you can select related list this time. So the moment you select related list, you can see that these are the related lists which we, as of now, we can see impacted, ci is affected, task sla. So as of now I'm not going to make any changes here, so I'll just click on cancel. This was just to show you how you can configure a related list or related records as well. If I show you related lists, let me show you again incident dot, I will, what I'll do, I'll just open any of the record, any of the existing record, instead of doing it from the scratch. So let's say this is the record. So now you can see that this is the related list, right? Affected CIs, impacted service, child incident, customer cases, and this is the different section. So I'll just click on again. So I'll just click on hamburger icon and you can see that configure is there. I'll click on form layout. So this might seem different as this record is already existing in the ServiceNow database, and whatever we saw, that was for the new record in the form view, and this is also in a form view, but it is for the existing record in ServiceNow. So you might see several different options there. So I'll just click on configure, and under the related list you see these are the related list coming on my way in the incident form. Okay, now you can see that this is the related list. Now I will just click on this hamburger icon again, configure, and I will show you form builder now. So this is another option by which you can configure a form layout for this form. So it is opening. So it will it will open a different page with a different view. And this is a part of UI builder 6 UI builder or UI 16, where we can have this form builder to configure the layout of the form, either to create a new fields on the form. So we can easily configure a form, how the feel, how the experience should be look like. So this is how we can configure a form with the form builder. Now we have one more option there. So I'll just click on hamburger icon and click on configure. Now this form design option. So if I'll just click on form design, so it will allow me to either create a field with the help of drag and drop, or it will allow me to set a field with just with a drag and drop. So let me show you how uh, you can configure it. So I'll just click on not now, as it is very old component, so this might be replaced by form builder. So I'll just close it as of now. So you can see that as of now I can simply just let's say I want subcategory over the category. So I'll just select it and move it to category, move it up to the category and just save it. Okay, now I will go back to the incident form and just reload it. Now you see the difference. Now you can see that subcategory is above on the category. So that is how you can configure your form view. So as of now we understood about what is list view, what is list, what is record, what is form, how we can configure form view, list view, what is. Now we're going to take a look on filters, how we can apply some filter conditions on a list view. So as of now we talked about, as you know, that we have talked about the list view and the form view and records. So again I will just click on all, navigate to list view of any table. Let's say in case of mine, I am taking it, I'm considering the incident table. So I'll simply type incident dot list in capitals. Now here you can see that as of now 87 incident records are there in ServiceNow in my instance. And if I want to apply any filter, that only that data should be appear, I don't want every data should be appear on my instance or when I'm opening it. So I want only incident which have the category as hardware. So let's configure this filter. So this is the funnel icon, where you have three things, where you have three things: operands, operator, and value. So you can see that this one is operand, middle one in the middle. So let's say I want categories hardware. So this is the operand, and this is operator, that how it is going to work, like is not, so what operation is going to perform. So category is, and this is value. So I'll just provide hardware. I'll just click on run. So the moment I click on run, you can only see 13 records on my list view, because I have applied that filter where category is hardware. So as of now it is only appearing uh, the incident record which have the hardware category. Now I'll just click on all again. Now there is also another way how you can do it, like if this category is hardware and I want only cat only incident to be appear which has the category as hardware. So I what I can do, I can simply just over my cursor to hardware, and just I'll right click on this and click on show matching. So here are two options: show matching and filter out. So I'll just click on show matching. So the moment I click on show matching, it would apply the same filter. Like you can see that again it is showing only 13 records. So this time also you can see that category is hardware, category equal to hardware is showing. Now if I'll just again click on all, now I want to omit this hardware category, or I want just to disappear this hardware category from a list view. So as of now if you see eight, let me open my notepad. As of now if you see in my instance 87 records are there out of 13 hardware records. 13 hardware records. Now again, if I go back to the category section and hover over my cursor to hardware and just right click on that and click on filter out, so you can see that this time 74 records are showing in my instance, because and those are the record which does not have a category as hardware. So only record are showing which does not have category hardware. So that is how these two filters like show matching and filter out works. Now we have this funnel icon where I've shown you that this is an operand, this is an operator, and this is a value. So operand is the field on which we want we want the data to appear. Middle one, operator, is the operation we are going to perform, and the value is exactly what kind of data we want in our view. So let's say I want caller is let's say I want caller is system administrator and category is hardware. Let's see how many records is created by system administrator, where category is hardware, and I'll provide category is hardware and just click on run. Now you can see that in my instance there is not a single entry with the categories hardware and where caller is system administrator. So let me just remove this caller filter. So I can simply remove one condition by just clicking on this right arrow. You can see that remove next condition. So I'll just click here. So it will remove that caller condition. Now you can see that I have this caller as Gerard Bennett. So let's apply the same filter, like caller is caller is caller is Gerard Bennett and category is hardware, and I just run it. Now you can see that only 3 records is showing on the list, because these 3 records are matching or satisfying these conditions, like category is hardware and the caller is Gerard Bennett. And that is how the filter works. So you can configure a filter based on your business requirement. Let's say created on today or created on this month. So if I apply the filter like created on, so you have this created on today, or let's say this month, I'll click on run. So you can see that I have total 8 entries or 8 incident record which got created this month. So if I click on this funnel icon, you see three uh, three column is there, like created on this month. Created is the field which is present on your incident table. So under this first operand would be your field, and in this operand section every field would be coming up whatever present in the incident table. Now this is the operation which we are performing to pull the data, and this is the actual value we are providing. Based on that, it is returning the exact data which would satisfy our condition, like categories hardware, created on today, created on this month, etc. So that is how you can configure a multiple filters based on your business requirements. So as of now we talked about list, filter, activities, and form view records, etc. So if you still have any doubts, you can just do let me know in the comment section. Thanks for watching.